Want help to grow your business? Download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.
Hi, I'm Dale Beaumont, founder and CEO of Business Blueprint, and welcome to Build My Brand. In this series, we're going to be going deep, talking all about how you can successfully brand your small business. And in this interview, we're going to be talking about how to discover and tell your brand story. And I'm going to be joined by Debbie O'Connor, an expert in branding, and she's going to be talking about what is a brand story and how to discover the brand story for your business. Welcome again, Debbie.
Thanks, Dal.
All right, so tell us, what is a brand story and where does this fit into the strategy that we've discussed in previous episodes?
So ever since time started, people have been telling stories. Even modern day, we love stories. We love going to the movies. So people just are attracted to stories. We tell our kids stories before they go to bed. So storytelling is a big part of humans and our culture, as it were. So being able to tap into that as a brand and be able to tell your story the way you want it heard is a very powerful way to get your values, what's different about your business across to your customers so that they can retell the story to other people as well.
So why is it important for every business, do you think, to have a brand story?
If you don't tell your story, no one will ever know what is different about your brand compared to somebody else's brand.
Right.
So by creating a story, it lets people know exactly what makes you different, what makes you unique, why they should use your services or your product opposed to your competitors. So if you're the only one telling the story, you've got a great advantage over your competitors who are not telling their customers anything.
And is it something that, and sorry for asking this, but is it something that has to be based on fact, or is it something that you kind of, make up, or you add bits in and leave bits out? Like, of course we want to be truthful in all of our communication, but I know some people are going, look, I don't even know if I have like a story. What would you say to that?
Well, everybody has a story.
Okay.
So a business has started from something. There was an idea, there might have been partners, it might have been a single person who has this mission that they want to go on and get something achieved and build something. So there is a story with everything. It's how you tell that story and what you decide to keep in and what you decide to leave out. So some people tell their story in a way that shows that they've come from humble beginnings, and where they've reached their pinnacle of success, that becomes part of their story. Whereas other people, they like to start with the idea being the story and trying to spark that and create that into something bigger. So it doesn't really matter where you decide to start your story from. Sometimes the beginning is a really good place, but sometimes you can sort of skip over the beginning, not have to go into details about who the founders were and what their philosophies and mission and vision was, but, allude to stuff. And that can create more of an intrigue into the story anyway.
All right. Now, with regards to the story, I think you've got a video, right, that we're going to show as an example of what we're talking about here. And just maybe before we show the video, when you're coming up with your brand story, how much do you go on? Is it like a few sentences? Is it a full page? Is it all written? Is it a video? Like, how do you write it, and then how do you tell your story?
Okay, so with any story, if it's too long-winded, people get bored.
Right.
So you have to make sure that your story keeps moving. Most stories that you're going to tell people are short snippets. It might be a particular introduction to a business if, for example, you're presenting, and there might be a little bit of a bio about that. Sometimes the story might be on your website where you have the opportunity to have it a little bit longer. Or you can have your story in video format, which people love. It's like watching a mini movie, right? But if you having it 5, 10, 15 minutes long, people seem to lose interest. So you have to keep it moving, and make sure that whatever's in the story is relevant and pertinent. People don't want to hear about benefits and, all your core, strategic plans and everything else. So really keep it succinct, keep it to the point, and make sure whatever message is getting across, people are going to identify with that and tap into that. So the example that I have is actually Google. Google is telling the story in this particular video as to how if you use their search engine, that there are certain possibilities that happen in life that you might not have had prior Google time. So that's what we're going to be watching with this particular video.
All right, so we've got that video queued up now. Let's check it out. Here we go.
ये मैं, ये यूसुफ, लंगोटिया यार सी मेरा। लाहौर में हमारे घर के सामने एक बड़ा बाग था। उस बाग का गेट बाबा आदम के जमाने। रोज शाम को हमने वहाँ पतंगे उड़ानी और उसके बाद जाके यूसुफ के दुकान से झझरिया चुरा के खानी।
झझरिया?
और मेरा साहब नमस्ते।
नमस्ते, मेरी पोती मुंबई वाली।
और बेटे क्या हाल चाल है? बचपन की तंग गली फिर से कूद फांदे, छोटी छोटी मीठी चोरी गांठ लेके बांधे।
हेलो, अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
फाजिल स्वीट्स?
हाँ जी। दादाजान, दिल्ली से किसी की कॉल है।
हेलो,
यूसुफ अंकल?
कौन?
जी मैं सुमन बोल रही हूँ दिल्ली से, आपके बचपन के दोस्त बलदेव जी की पोती। याद है बचपन में आप दोनों झझरिया चुरा के खाते थे?
बचपन की तंग गली फिर से कूद फांदे, छोटी छोटी मीठी चोरी गांठ लेके बांधे। एक पतंग सा उड़ता था परिंदों की तरह, परिंदों की तरह, परिंदों की तरह। एक दौर था मन मन मोर था, एक दौर था मन मन मोर था।
पार्टीशन के वक्त हम रातों रात हिंदुस्तान आ गए।
दादू?
यूसुफ दी बड़ी आजादी।
कागजों की कश्तियों में डूबा रहता था, झांकती खिड़कियों में उलझा रहता था। वो भी क्या दौर था, मन पे न जोर था। एक दौर था मन मन मोर था, एक दौर था मन मन मोर था।
भैया थोड़ा जल्दी।
मन मोर।
हाँ जी, कौन? हैप्पी बर्थडे यारा। यूसुफ, यूसुफ, वो यूसुफ, मेरे बल्लू, यूसुफ यार।
Wow, that was a pretty amazing video. Tell me, very emotional. What do you like so much about it?
Well, it's an interesting video in that it's had almost 13 million views, yet not a word of English is spoken in it. So it's showing that Google surpasses language barriers and cultural barriers, and anybody around the world can actually utilize Google to find what they're looking to find.
Fantastic. Very powerful brand story. All right. So when it comes to the brand story, we're going to go into, I think, 6 different tips about how to come up with the brand story. And is this something that you can do yourself?
To continue enjoying this presentation, download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.